Making a motorcycle go properly around a corner is a wonderful thing. It's poetry in motion. But here's the bad news. Cornering is where half of all deaths and a third of all injuries occur, usually in daylight, on weekends, on dry, good sealed roads. The trick is, how do we corner correctly? To make a bike turn properly means understanding and using countersteering. If you don't know what this means, you need to watch the countersteering episode first. Right, let's start. Safe everyday riding is all about scanning and assessing for trouble as far ahead as possible, and usually for other people's mistakes. In cornering, you're still doing it, but this time so you don't make the mistakes. Check the road signs, they're there for a reason. What was the last stretch of road like? Does this look the same? Look at the surface ahead. What's the quality like? Any gravel, potholes or water on the road could be disastrous. How marked is the camber? All roads have camber to help run off rainwater. On a right-hander, the camber is negative, reducing available grip and the maximum angle the bike can lean. This particularly affects cruisers and bikes with pillions. On the left-hander, it's the opposite. This good feeling causes many riders to go too fast around left-handers and too tight against the left-hand edge of the road, and often results in running wide on exit and into oncoming traffic. Not good. The three key ingredients for cornering are speed, position, gear. Every corner should be taken in the right position or line, in the right gear and at the right speed. If you're missing any of these three, you're asking for trouble. One thing's for sure, you're going to start slowing down. You won't accelerate again until you actually see the exit of the corner. The wrong speed is the simplest and most common cornering mistake. Get the entry speed right and everything else gets easier. Taking a corner too slow is only a mistake if you see it that way. Speed is the last thing to add to the mix. First, get the technique right. So now's the time to position your bike for the turn. Imagine the tyre lines of a car. For a right-hander, you're going to stay to the left of the lane and the opposite tyre track for a left-hander. Here's another saying you might have heard. Start wide, finish tight. Start wide means always taking the line with best vision of the corner to maximize your options. Finish tight means once you can see the exit, you can stay tighter to the edge of the road because finally you know exactly where you are going. Okay, the setup is going well. You should have finished braking by now and also be in the right gear. Your gear should match your entry speed with mid-range revs. This will give you effective acceleration as you exit the corner, or even some engine braking help if you have to slow down in a hurry. An idling engine is no good at any point in a corner, neither is a screaming one. Now you've reached the tip-in turn point, and you're going to use counter steering to actually turn the bike. Experience teaches you where that point is. In the meantime, if you tip in too late or early, you can still correct as long as you've got speed and gear right. All the time, keep looking deep into the curve for the exit. Don't fixate on anything by the roadside, like a tree or a sign. Basically, look where you want to go, and you've got a lot better chance of getting there. You're now fast approaching the head-on zone, in the center of the curve, the most dangerous point. Your line should always include a buffer from oncoming traffic. Never cross the center line in a corner at any point with any part of your body or bike. This is especially important for right-handers where it's easy to go too tight and have your head in the kill zone. Okay, maintain your line at constant speed as you flow through the corner. Constant speed is so important because if you brake or accelerate hard, the bike will want to stand up and run wide. Once you see the exit, then and only then can you start to accelerate out of the curve. There's far more to cornering than we can cover here, but it's the basics people often get wrong, and that can be deadly. Remember these words: speed, position, gear. If you want to really corner properly, do a training course or get some coaching. And don't take stupid risks on the road. Riding with your buddies is fun. There should be nothing to prove. If there is, take it to the track.